Time taking the court here in Toronto.
Raptors basketball on Sportsnet. Brought to you by Tangerine Bank. You can never be too invested in your team. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors and their fans.
Nick Nurse looking down at Kyle Lowry. North Philly's finest entering the game. And look at Tyrese Maxey. A standing ovation for the greatest Raptor of all time. A hand on the heart in his 20th season. He said, I got Garrett Temple.
I love it. I love it. Well deserved. I'm so proud of that young man.
You have known him for a long time.
Elijah Martin doesn't care, though.
Mobo with the bucket. Let's see if they can get Kyle a shot.
I don't think Kyle wants the shot.
Yeah, he's blowing on his right hand, trying to warm it up, and a timeout taken with 1:27. 4 things within a span of 1 minute to change a game. You take a charge, make a shot, make the pass, dive for a loose ball. And you go back to game 5 right here in the NBA Finals. Final shot in that corner. And Draymond Green getting a piece of it. And that shot, the 3 by Kyle Lowry for the win. And it was just tipped by Draymond Green. He comes out in game 6 and he said, hey, we're not going to let this go to game 7. Scored the first 11 for the Toronto Raptors as they were able to win their first ever NBA title.
And I remember having dinner with Kyle the night before game 6 in San Francisco. And I remember his attitude that dinner. He knew what he was going to do coming out. He was going to be super aggressive.
Kyle turns, fires 3. Just a little bit short. With a smile. He's going to want another one.
It was on target.
Fans on their feet. Here's Martin. Tripped up in a foul. Edwards commits the foul. What has made Alvin, him so special?
Man.
I mean, you met him years ago when he was a senior in high school, and you've seen the evolution not only as a basketball player but as a person.
That's it. The evolution of Kyle Lowry as a young man. Just watching him as we all were young. He's not dumb, but just young and just self-absorbed. You know, he had a mission, and what I realized as a young man, he had an understanding of where he wanted to go. And he surrounded himself around positive people, great influences, and he stuck with it. He never wavered about where he wanted to go, and it carried through as a pro. He always knew where he wanted to go. Sometimes it rubbed people the wrong way, but he knew what he wanted.
Shot doesn't go for Kyle. The putback, no. Tapped up Ochai Agbaji with it. I remember having a conversation with his college coach, Jay Wright, and he said, the first time I ever met Kyle, I was there to recruit a teammate of his, Shane Clark. And he said, you know what? After the game, he tracked me down and said, you're recruiting the wrong guy. You need to recruit me. But he said the example that he set coming back in the summertime as a professional, he said we'd have 6 a.m. practice in the morning at Villanova, and Kyle, who turns, fires, doesn't go. But Kyle Lowry would be in there before his college basketball team to put in the work. Standing ovation for the greatest Raptor of all time, Kyle Lowry, embraced by his current teammates. And as well as Garrett Temple, Elijah Martin paying respect. 20 years in the NBA, one of 12 players in the history of the game to play 20 seasons. And he's walking away with the ball. So deserving to get this moment on this court. A champion and the greatest Raptor of all time. North Philly's finest. Kyle Lowry. Jimmy Sand, he was a part of the 2019 championship team on the coaching staff. Joel Embiid, his current teammate. And Kyle's going to take that basketball and head back to the locker room. You can only imagine what's going through his mind at this time. Final time at Scotiabank Arena. Philadelphia wins it. They split the season series with the Toronto Raptors. Time now for Sportsnet Central, presented by KFC. On Sportsnet 1, it's the Lakers and the Kings. Sportsnet East and Pacific, Sportsnet Central.